whatever.
Oh yeah, man, that's bad. That's gonna cramp our
Welcome
style.
to Level Up Your Game .net. I'm Disrepute, joined by Vor. Hello, Vor.
Hey.
And you are with us this evening to see a titanic clash between Reason and Frontline. This is Quake Live Team Deathmatch and the Esports Heaven.net Full Tilt Poker Championship. This is Group 3 and we're on the third match week. This will decide the group winners. So far in this group, Reason took out D9 2-0. Frontline at the meantime took out G-Byte 2-1. So it did actually drop a map there. Reason then went on to take out G-Byte themselves 2-0 and Frontline took out D9 2-0. So there is a one map difference that's been dropped, but that won't really come into account here because the winner will take all in the group. If we look at the teams lineups today, for Reason Gaming we got Ziv, the return of the mighty Swede, Dibby, DDK and Deus. 2 Swedes and 2 Brits there.
Yeah, good
For
mix.
Frontline, Plasma, Wit, Appleseed and Dash. Much more multicultural. I think Plasma's Danish, isn't he? Wit, Finn, Appleseed,
Is he Danish or is
French.
he Norwegian?
and Dash is Hungarian. Oh yeah, that's actually the point, isn't it? Yeah, I think he might be Norwegian.
Yeah, sounds more. Yeah, sounds right.
The maps will be Grim Dungeon, which is Reason's choice, and Frontline chose Hidden Fortress.
Excellent.
So here we are, almost ready to begin, just waiting on... Norwegian,
Oh wow,
okay.
thanks.
Alright, that was quick there. Thanks for that. So he is Norwegian, brilliant. Waiting on Deuce and Appleseed, the two probably oldest and most experienced TDMers on the server.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
So what do you expect to see from this map, Vor?
Well, you know, I expect Reason to take this map because, as you say, they do have the experience edge, and DM14 it's a map that's so reliant on experience of knowing what to do. There's so many areas of the map that it doesn't really matter your individual skill as much. It's more like having the experience of how to play those areas, where to put your rockets, you know, when to rush around a corner, when not to. Stuff you can only learn over time.
So we are going to go live, and your call for the match is going to be who, Vor?
It's going to be Reason.
And we're live following Wit to start off. He takes out Deuce with the help of his teammate straight away, Dash, and then moving fast towards this red armor area. 3 of them caught by Dibby's pommel and Ziv's shotgun in this railgun doorway. Wit.
Good, that should work out well, Trance.
And I'll just follow it the whole time with the follow. The red armor's going to go to Wit as well, so we're on the ideal person for this. Front have taken the early lead. Only 3 frags is the gap though. We're looking at the power-ups here. This map, of course, Grim Dungeons, the 2 power-up specials, Battlesuit and Quad, either side of the map. Missing a plasma gun on this map. That's its probably unique element.
It would be a powerful gun on this map as well.
It's going to be a late quad and battlesuit. There's the battlesuit. Deuce takes the quad. Both are stacked. Wit going up the bounce pad. Deuce just delaying his push through. He could have probably caught out the quad though. The battlesuit, sorry. And Deuce goes down. Perhaps a bit of a mistake there, Vor.
Yeah, I don't think he realised what happened to Wit then. Wit went down into that red armour and he rocket jumped out. I don't think Deuce heard that rocket jump because he was not expecting him to come the way he did.
Dibby going down to the LG of Wit there as he moved through to that quad area. Looks like Front are pretty comfortable in this red armour.
Yeah, they've got most of their team there. And I don't think that's going to bother Reason particularly. They'll know how to play with the yellows. They won't be panicking and throwing away frags, trying to take back red, as we see some teams do.
Wit through that run is hitting 40% lightning gun. Dibby just really aggressive round the corner. with the shaft. DDK following him up as well. He's been spawned on and goes down to the MG. Totally caught out there. It looked like they were going to set up an attack. DDK just rushing the bounce pad.
DDK, you would not expect that at all. Just attacking red on his own.
Free kill, and no one else has come anywhere near attacking, so bit confusing that. Did he think that perhaps front were pushing in as he saw 3 of them in that doorway?
Yeah, he might have been looking to steal that red away, but front weren't looking to attack that quad. No reason to attack the quad really either. They can just settle for the battlesuit. They may look to do damage to the quad from that shotgun corridor with the shards in, but no reason to just push in as a team yet.
Witt did hit a couple of good rails, and his opponents were still with him, in fact. From that last battlesuit pickup, is he going to move? He gets the lower yellow, that could become key. I thought he was going to go up the bounce pad to actually attack the quad, but looks like he's going to back off and make sure they secure. Look at this stack for Dibby. He's obviously got 4 yellow armors in a row there. Appleseed takes the battlesuit, takes a bit of damage from the Reason players, but he does knock DDK off and take it. Why is he going up then? So long after. That's kind of ridiculous, but Deuce goes down to him, going to the bounce pad. Quad does eventually take out the battlesuit carrier. Dash to follow up with the last frag on that power-up run. A very rash move from Appleseed there after he fortuitously survived the jump, I guess. He seemed to be jumping into machine gun bullets.
Yeah, he must have known that the quad was waiting up there, because the amount of time it took him to take that bounce pad was more than enough time for quad to get in.
Oh, nice attack from Dibby there with the rocket launcher followed up by the LG. That's another good frag on Plasma that time, and suddenly the teams are tied. Dibby moving in again to attack this red armor zone. Pushed hard by the shotgun of Appleseed. He got away 2 good rockets, although it did result in Witt picking up the rocket launcher for frontline. And he's doing a lot of damage out to Deus here. He's only left with 20 health points. And already we're closing in on the next power-ups for 30 seconds till quad. What do you expect the 2 teams to do? Because there is a gap.
We're still seeing, frontline is still attacking this red. It's getting towards the point where they do need to think about backing off and making sure they're going to be able to take a power-up. I'm sure there'll be someone stacking though off camera.
6 seconds from the quad to the battlesuit.
Yeah, that
almost
is
7 in fact.
It's enough time to push with that quad low and see if you can catch the suit on the platform.
And that dash taking out DDK from the railgun platform. In fact, oh look, here's Witt with the quad. He's going to rush through straight away. Is he going to be ambushed? No, nobody's there. Dibby, he had 100 armor, but he didn't have much health. He does pick up the 225. He's going to go up the bounce pad again. Oh my god, takes out the battlesuit. I mean, quad.
Yeah, good rockets from Dibby. I mean, you feel he had to hit those, because if he'd have missed those rockets, he'd have been severely punished by the LG. He could have found himself pinned up against any of those walls.
Not too impressive play there with the rocket jumps up and then the missed rockets, but he did get the kill in the end. And Reason are, you'd say, in control of this red armor area, though it doesn't exactly look locked down.
I don't think they have an abundance of weapons, but the whole team is there. But it looks like frontline are attacking in off camera at the moment. In fact, they have Dash, who is under pressure from Reason. He's gonna struggle to stay alive, but he's doing well here. I don't know if we're on him, but
we're still following Dibby. We should be. And he's just milling around this rail area. He backed off from the red armor area as to not to die, and it's worked out perfectly for him at the moment, although he's going to go down to Plasma. Mostly due in part to doing too much splash damage to himself in point blank range. Ziv now, we're on his point of view. Haven't seen him playing TDM for a while. Perhaps he's back practicing for the 2v2 EMS, of which he would probably be in the favourite team. 7 frags is the difference. Reason are ahead. Frontline though, they do get control again of this red armor area, but with quad first, they'll be wanting to push through as we're following Appleseed. He's only got 23 health though, so he's just going to back off and try and replenish that a little or a lot, up to 100 there. 5 seconds till quad, and looks like frontline aren't in any position to attack it. Instead, they're going to have to make do with the battlesuit. Here's the Scott Deuce. Gets that quad. Moves in. He's just going to wait as he Wit. More intelligently, perhaps, this time. Going up to that railgun platform, but Deuce!
Yeah, he read it perfectly.
Wallhacker-like. Read it. And oh my god! Oh, what a save! That's unbelievable. Although he's got nowhere out of it. Oh my... What's he doing? He's wasted his rockets as well. He's miles away as well from the spawn of Red Army. I'm amazed. He survived that and he gets a pummel on DDK. Well, I have to say some of the most bizarre play we've seen recently, but he did survive for quite a while, I guess. Appleseed moving in with the shotgun. He's now picks up a rocket launcher as well, and Dibby in front of him, just taking the red armor. It's completely shredded away though, and he's just sitting on the standard spawn health now.
Yeah, Reason are once again in control of that red after those power-ups we've just seen. They're not in full control. The frontline are still coming in and they don't have all the entrances locked down by any means.
They do have the shotgun secure, you would say, although there's a push from the frontline player of Dash with the LG. He does go down, but he's backed up by his teammate Wit, who picks up his drop weapon and...
Not great rockets from Dibby.
Again, Dibby, the rockets letting him down. We follow Deus though, who did get the frag with the railgun. He's replenishing his health. 20 frag gap now in favour of Reason. Impressive for Deuce. Hits another rail before he goes down to Dash's shotgun. He managed to pick up the 50 health, but he's not exactly looking strong. And has to drop down for the power, which is about to spawn, but it's the wrong end of the map. Quad's going to come up first. It looks like Reason are going to get that with Dibby, and they were in prime position for the battle, so we could see a double pickup for the team here. Yeah, there we go. DDK gets it. You might want to run along the lower corridors and health up first, but...
That's so crucial at this stage of the game, and you can see in the scoreline Reason are pulling ahead, and now a double power-up on top of that. It's really going to hurt frontline.
Follow whatever. No, we're on battlesuit, yeah. Yeah, easier just to stick with whatever it is. It looks actually is quite an important position here that DDK takes up. This is what experienced players do, is they try and utilise their power-ups to get in positions that they can hold over the next period of play. He did actually go down there though, but Deuce in getting the return frag and controlling this rail position.
If Deuce is not needed at red, he's unlucky to eat those nades. I mean, his team's holding red, and if he hadn't have eaten those nades, he could have pushed in low and put front under a lot of pressure.
Deuce's playstyle is one of those aggressive, probing players who likes to get in behind teams and really cause damage in key areas. Here we go, takes out Appleseed, and suddenly he's in a very dangerous position for front above that yellow armor. Appleseed gets a nice confusing spawn for the Reason team, and Deuce has to back off. He's waiting on that railgun now. Deuce. Yeah? Why? Dash.
Good.
Coming up to the quad damage time. It's only a 5-second gap now, so lowered a little bit, but still enough time to rush through from quad. There we go, quad damage up. Plasma takes it this time for front. They can get through quickly. They can ambush the battlesuit as it comes up. Dibby with a double stack of red. Oh my god! Almost went down into the void. This time it does go on a bounce pad. Where's the quad damage?
Yeah, where is it? Good question. No, it's still alive.
There it is, in this middle pit area. Battlesuit dishes out a nice rocket to the feet. Quad's going to go down here as it runs out. Plasmic does go down. You don't really want to get stuck in that pit as, well, as any player, never mind a power-up.
No, it's not the place to be facing the battlesuit.
This lead is just growing slowly for Reason. They're approaching 100 frags now. 30 frags is the gap.
2 seconds. Excellent.
So we're following Wit with the railgun. He's hitting 61%, 42 LG. Impressive hit scan accuracies there. What are they going to have to do to bring this back, though, Vol?
Well, scores already at such a gap, 26 frags, that, you know, they do need to do more than just hold the red. They do need to look for any opportunity they can to pressure Reason all over the map, but it's not going to be easy. And whatever they do, they can't afford to give away another set of double power-ups.
Well, we're just back on Deuce's point of view as he goes down to dash.
Excellent.
Hungarian player moving in, and the red is going to be up. He doesn't just wait around just long enough to grab it, though, and delayed a bit of time. Plasma getting it there. Dropping that rocket launcher for him, and Dash is going to be in a good position for this battlesuit in 5 seconds, but they've missed out on quad, it looks like, at the moment. Deuce takes that, but he's going to have to stack up first, so this time battlesuit should be pretty safe to come up. They've taken that bounce pad every time, though. They can't have known that quad was going to be delayed coming through. It's so risky. He moves into this lower area. Oh, takes a nice rocket to block him going up the bounce pad. A little bit shaky on the old movement here.
Quad will be running out now, though.
Oh, Deuce hitting some killer LG just before it runs down. And Plasma's pretty weak now, goes down to the shotgun of the Scott. Although Dash gets the frag on Deuce with the rail. But DDK in the distance there didn't even know what was going on, or was it Dibby? Got shot in the back. A lot of combat going on in this red armor area. And yeah, it looks like Frontline have just got a little bit of an advantage now.
And you can see they're putting the score back ever so slightly. They've brought it down from a 30 frag deficit, and it's now only 21 frags separating both teams. And that's all off the back of some, you know, reasonably good power-up play.
I don't think we've seen any astonishing power runs yet, though.
No, but the score had got to its, you know, the gap it was just due to bad play on the power-ups by Frontline, and you can see that just some, you know, not amazing play, but, you know, better play has brought the score back.
Important to do effective things with your power-ups, be it frags or control of areas, but here's the quad is going to spawn soon with Deuce, though. He's down at the battlesuit. Ziv takes
This could
the
be a
quad
double
damage.
power-up again for Reason. I think Deuce just... Yeah, Deuce, I
Plasma's
think,
got
was
it.
voided at the suit.
Plasma again up the bounce pad. I mean, it's getting a bit ridiculous now. How often they're going up the power, but they are actually surviving, so can't be too critical of that move, I guess. Eventually,
very
battlesuit does go
fortunate,
down.
I mean, when the battlesuit is delayed 7 seconds behind the quad, you don't have to rush in because you're going to have 7 seconds where you have the suit and the quad is expired. And you can use that time to win the area. There's still a lot of combat in this red area.
Yeah,
And neither
so
team is able to secure it at the moment.
still that 20 frag difference remains.
But this it suits Reason more, really, because, you know, they're trading frags back and forth, and the quad is before the suit. Reason aren't going to be too worried if Frontline do win the red area like they have now. It's going to take a push from Frontline into quad to really mess Reason up.
Following Dash at the moment, he has got a red armor. He's got a rail to hand and a shotgun. Only the 50 health, but he's looking pretty tanked. Do some serious damage here. Defending this rail point, but they're not going to put any pressure on the quad pickup, and that's something we've seen this entire map, really. that the team
Once
in control
again,
of red
they're
is
going
not
to
going
have
for
to
quad.
hope that the suit can counter quad, because they'll have had plenty of time to stack up. And as we see, Dibby, 190 armor.
That's almost unheard of on this map. Stacking for the quad on the yellow.
That's
Oh my
brilliant.
god! Plasma goes down, rocket jumping across. Okay. And we're going to follow quad again. Dibby picks up that red armor. He loves that armor, doesn't he? To see him, instead of getting the frag, he's going to take this rocket launcher. Frontline rushing in against the quad, who had a rocket out. I'm surprised they actually ran at him like they did, but they did get away with it. And now Wits moved in. Ziv does return the frag though.
See from the scoreboard, Dibby's having a great game. Seen him running those power-ups. Now, he's had some sketchy moments with his rockets, but he is really having a massive effect on this game. And we saw when he took that quad into suit, but he didn't just rush in recklessly. He stayed up at that rail and he was able to push the suit into the void, and that was extremely well played.
Of course, the reason without their usual superstar player Noctis is at the IEM finals.
2 hits.
Hello, Noctis. One power remains. We've got 30 seconds until that quad. It's 9 seconds is the difference. Really, Frontline do need to push that quad. I mean, I would say it's too late to come back now, though, Vor, probably.
Yeah, it's unlikely. I mean, even taking both power-ups, I don't think they would be able to get enough frags.
But we have seen stranger things happen before, so if they do push this quad, which they're not...
No, they're not, are they? I mean, they haven't done it at any point in this game, and you feel when the quad is first, you really need to.
Deuce taking it this time. He's not particularly stacked, but he does get a couple of frags out of it instantly. Make that a third. Wit is pretty tanked to the brim, but look, Deuce was there again. Did go down though, the quad's dead, and the battlesuit needs to run riot and get a legendary amount of frags now.
This
He's
was
not
too
quite
weak
doing it at the moment.
because he got pummeled, I think, twice on his way into that red armor room.
A little bit rash, rushing around the corners perhaps.
He was checking the corners, it's just he was
wrong
slightly
ones.
unlucky.
Well, this was Reason's map choice. This is the esportsheaven.net Full Tilt Poker Championship. This should decide the group winners, and Reason take that first map. Grim Dungeons. We move on to Frontline's map choice, Hidden Fortress. Fnatic,
Yeah, I'm
Deuce,
not
standout player
sure.
there?
Yeah, Deuce
By the
and
score?
Dibby, both great scores. We saw a lot of Dibby in the power-up play. Not sure what to expect from front on DM20 because, as we've said, this lineup is not one we're really familiar with.
Yeah, it's an interesting map selection.
I know Deuce likes DM20.
But then again, I haven't seen this Reason team play together either, so...
And DM20 is not
Vote.
played as often these days.
2 hits.
Maybe that they don't really have much time on it together, if any time at all.
And seen as a very team play based map, although to the common spectator it might seem quite to the common man it might seem just like quite an FFA map, very aggressive play we see, but this is a map we really do see brilliant quad runs on.
Quad is so vital on this map, and it's in a position which, set up at the right time, it's incredibly difficult to get in and take.
So just going over the teams again, Ziv, Dibby, DDK, Fnatic, Deus, for Reason Gaming. For Frontline we got Plasma, Wit, Appleseed and Dash. No changes it seems then at the halfway point. Front will need to take this map to take it to a third and decisive. What do you think are the key areas on this map, the key things to look out for, perhaps, dude.
Oh, Dude, for me. Yeah, the key is that LG Yellow Room. It provides a great place to sort of like make a base from. You can distribute weapons to your team, and then you can move out from there. It's a room that is incredibly difficult to attack, so it's so important to hold it. It gives access to the Mega in the water basement below it. And really, it's the only way between the two different parts of the map, the upper and the lower. It's the only way to traverse both sides of the map without using a teleporter, really. So it's a key area to hold.
And as mentioned, of course, as well, such a power-dependent and dominant map.
The thing to be careful is, as much as you want to hold it, if you're the team who isn't holding it, you can't just throw away frag after frag trying to get it back.
There we go, we're going to go live. Trance, we're following Deuce to start. He gets the plasma spawn and an LG yellow and shards. He's absolutely stacked to the brim here. Absolutely perfect start for him. Under no pressure either, so interesting to see Frontline not even trying to attack that yellow particularly. Appleseed going to go down. He did get a pummeling, and Deuce has kind of wasted that stack for this first power-up. He's going to go down to Wit's shotgun as well, and Wit should be rewarded with this yellow that he's dropped straight off. That was a bit of a mistake. DDK is going to take that yellow armor. He's going to have to rush to quad. He's still got 10 seconds, so actually
well, he doesn't know that.
Perfect. Of course, yeah, the players don't know the first power-up time. In between 30 and 59 seconds. There it is, picked up by Ziv, and he
even has
got a
some
good
armor.
armor. Somehow dodged that pummel, managed to miss out on the red that they were trying to hold for him. And actually, in the confusion, Appleseed managed to stab him in the back with the rocket launcher. Ziv goes down. Oh, nice play from Deuce with the rockets. Eventually takes out Plasma. Well, it wasn't that efficient, but it does look like this yellow armor is going to be EU position for both teams, as we see Frontline moving in with two players there. Wit going down from Meg, he's going to have to wait 20 seconds for it.
Yeah, he needs to be careful that his team are going to hold that yellow LG in his absence, because he's going to be waiting down there another 10 seconds.
Just heard the pickup from an opponent above him, so he messed that up completely.
I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it's Deuce in there waiting for him if he decides to come back up. He's not going to.
Yeah, did the
Probably
right
a wise
thing.
decision. He can look to use that Mega. Well, he has lost it all now, but he could have looked to use that Mega in combination with the red armor, maybe.
There you go, Deuce getting an unfriendly spawn in front of Whip. He's brought him down to 12 health and should finish him off here. Oh, 2 health. Just survive. Shotgun to the face. And we're seeing a bit of the sassy play that you often see on DM20. It's sort of taken the role of DM7 in certain respects.
You do often see a lot of machine gun play around that red armor area, but Dibby did a good job to steal it, whilst his team, DDK and Deuce, still holding that LG yellow area.
They need to get going. They've only got 10 seconds to go before quad, and this is a map you really need to set up quad early on. It's a bottleneck choke point. Only 2 entrances in, unless you rocket jump up from below. Very dangerous to hold it. Ziv does get it. Needs a shotgun. His teammates don't drop him it, which is interesting. He didn't seem to want it either, but he does go down to Appleseed's point-blank range boomstick right to the face.
A great clutch shotgun there from Appleseed.
Despite what we've seen, I think we've seen a nice
incredible
rocket. Right on DDK. Takes him straight out, and look, Deuce controlling this yellow armor area.
Looks like someone has told Deuce that the Mega is coming up momentarily.
But you have to make sure that you're not going to get rushed from that area he was just looking at. He just moved back
Yeah, he had the right
precisely the wrong
positioning.
occasion.
A lot of players made the mistake of just standing on that mega, and then you're vulnerable if someone comes in with the rocket launcher.
It's another frag there, and he's going to take up this yellow armor as well. Just say Deuce very experienced on this map, playing for the UK. It's their home map. Takes out Plasma, moving through to that midfield. Still coming back. He's supported by DDK here. Although there's no
Has
real...
he remembered the mega? He hasn't.
Maybe
No
he's
one else
just
has taken
not...
it though.
Maybe he doesn't want to drop down now with the pressure on before the yellow's taken. There it is. Takes the mega as well. So he's looking very healthy for this quad damage in 25 seconds.
He does need a different gun though. He's going to run out of ammo. Probably attacking that quad.
Not sure he's aware of his ammo count, the way he's moving aggressively in there, but it works out perfectly. In fact, look at this. He's got a shotgun out of it as well, but he's not really that well stacked.
Mega's up for him if he remembers.
And he's got the call from his teammate. Then move straight back up to this red armor area. Plasma goes down, Dash seemed to follow. Look at that shaft from behind though.
Great support from his team there as well. They weren't just making him run the quad on his own. They were supporting him well.
Did go down fairly quickly though. It's only a 10 frag gap after 5 minutes. It's not really advanced yet. I think the key is with quad is if you can retain control of that yellow as well and then move out and use it effectively, you can get on a roll where you're just getting frag after frag after frag, and then you'll set up perfectly 2 minutes later for the next quad to restart the whole cycle.
Yeah, I mean, of course, quads aren't quite as effective as they used to be on this map. I mean, since this map's been out, we have seen nerfs to the shotgun and a change where quad is no longer really a quad, it's more of a tri-damage, unfortunately. So it's not as easy as it once used to be to get amazing quad runs on this map.
But still, you can see 7 or so frags is probably the kind of limit we're looking at. Especially hopping through those teleporters. 4 impressives to Wit there, as he just runs out of ammunition. 54% rail for him, 42% MG, and as we were saying just before, it is quite important that you hit good machine gun in a map that is quite sassy and aggressive, and you don't have weapons all the time. Now 15 seconds before the quad. Wit is at the quad already. He does have a couple of teammates there to support him now. They should be focusing on making sure that quad is defended to the backside.
Yeah, that is where the attack has come from, and they did not realise it.
And look at this, they're going to be way too late. It's a free quad for Deus. Oh! And I messed up that shot there. Moves through to this upper area through that teleport. He's only got one shotgun shell left. Oh my god, almost goes down. Got nothing to pick up here that will help him. It's ages away, the yellow armor. Might as well move out and try and get a couple more frags.
Only has that rail though, yeah, and it goes down.
Ziff with the nades. Sends Plasma down to 30 health. Although he hits a nice rail. He does drop it to Deuce though. It's probably not the best idea. And
Still
again,
a
we're
very
with the
tight game
Brit.
though.
Deuce again getting that mega health. He's going to want to back up and get this upper yellow. Be up in a second.
The position he's in now is great for making rails. There's so many different places you can shoot.
There you go, yellow armor, LG shards. Now he's in a position to really run the map if he wanted to.
Does know mega time as well. I mean, he's going to be in a great position for this next quad. But it's a long time, but he should be looking to maintain this stack.
Just move out and dish out a bit of damage, like he's doing without taking any damage. This would be absolutely a dream come true for him.
Yeah, and he can do this because really there hasn't been much pressure on him at the yellow. I mean, look, he's left it, but no one's been in there since, and his teammate just goes in.
I mean, when you think about it though, with the amount of quads they've had, the difference isn't that big between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really down because, as I said, he isn't under much pressure at the yellow, which means frontline aren't really gifting him a lot of free frags.
Okay, this is going to be absolutely perfect time for the quad. Ah, he does just miss out on the shotgun frag though. It does take out a dash. And moving to this back area, he did spot another front player, Plasma, who soon goes the way of his teammate. Now, important, win over the LG point, which he does do. No one there to support him though, and just hold that area. And see, just chasing frags at the moment. Eventually gets his last quad frag on Wit. And we just saw he had a free run of the map there, really, and front were just all over the place. Couldn't really do anything to counter it.
I mean, it's hard, but front need to look to try and sneak into that LG room when Deuce is moving out, because most of the time they aren't leaving anyone in there in his place. And as you can see, all 4 Reason players move into that red armor area just then.
Still on Deuce's point of view. Oh, I just don't know how he dodged that nade. He looked destined to hit him. And again, he's just waiting in this yellow armor room. Now, what I'd actually like to see is him pick it up and somebody trade places with him, hold the area so he can move out and do some damage. But it looks more like they're just giving him the role of amping it a bit. Although this time there he is, moving out. Takes a rail, unfortunately, straight away, but he does take out Wit. Doesn't get another follow-up frag with the railgun. He's already gone to quad damage, 20 seconds away. He's actually so weak now, looking for that 50 to drop off to. It's not there. Going to require teammates' help here, and this time, perhaps, frontline can get the quad. Dash on position at the moment. Deuce has got a friendly spawn though and pummels him off. Again on Deuce's point of view. Can't get rid of this guy. Wit actually takes. He hasn't got a gun. Well, he's got a machine gun he could use. Desperately wants something else though. Gets a shotgun. Notices that yellow arm, but it was too late as his movement had sent him through the telly. Moving around to the back room, but it's too late now. Now really wants a coordinated attack on this yellow armor LG position, but it doesn't look like that's what he's got planned.
No, and that's the area they really need. But he's going to struggle to go in. He might have quad, but 50 health isn't enough.
Just left it too late there. And they didn't really achieve much with that power-up.
That was the first power-up they've had, and yeah, really they did not make use of it. They really needed it to try and wrestle that LG yellow room away from...
I think this map, more than any, you need to do one of two things. You either run the whole map getting a hell of a lot of frags, or you take over the yellow LG. There's really nothing else you need to do with the quad. You have to do one or the other, and even preferably both.
I mean, the type of game it's been where front have really had no chance of taking that LG room. You think, you know, they finally got a quad, they want to use it to take that key area.
But when you look at the score though, Vor, I mean, considering we've only got, 3 quads left, and Reason have had the majority of them, they haven't really pulled out a massive lead, especially controlling the yellow LG area the whole time as well.
Yeah, it's not a massive lead, but they've never looked in danger of not being in the lead. No, it's deceptive. This sort of score difference, 19 frags, is quite a lot on this map, the way it's being played at the moment.
Reason looked like they might be a little bit slow to this power up this time. We're following Dibby, who's not in a great position to move in. He goes down as well, and Dash is stacked by armour, but look, he died with 60 armour still. Wit takes it, drops off, almost craters, but does get the 50, and now he's moved out to the midfield. Another shotgun shot takes out DDK. Deuce to follow that up. He will get the red armour, but with 4 health it basically means nothing. It's the 50, beautiful.
Finally we're going to see him attack this room.
Oh, he's run out of ammo though. Does take a rail shot. Will Zip hit another? No, he doesn't. And look, the LG's up. Doesn't go for it. But now they finally have this yellow LG area and really could be coming back here for about 10 frag difference.
Yeah, this is the key to the comeback. They finally managed to get a hold of that room, and you know, they may play they may play possession of that room differently. They might use it more aggressively than we've seen Reason use it.
Look at this, Ziv and Deuce rushing in and instantly taking back control, and the yellow's going to be up straight away, so, you know, it didn't really work out long.
Just see that they obviously really don't value that LG yellow room, because it was only really Wit in there on his own, no one backing him up, and you see that Deuce and Ziv, they knew the importance of this area. They were straight in to take it back.
Well, I mean, for example, Deuce has been holding that area the whole time, and we know that he's done well because we've been on him for half the map. He's hardly died.
Got the best
He's got
score.
loads of frags. He's got the quads, so this tells you something about the room, doesn't it? I wouldn't say he's hitting every shot either, so it's not like he's performing miracles.
He's going to be
around now
in a
for
great
his
position
squad.
for his squad.
I'm
Yet again.
surprised at how late both teams are going to it as well. Perhaps this just shows the lack of play on it, and it's finding it a bit perplexing as to why Front would choose this map. Perhaps they thought we'll pick a newish map against the seasoned veterans of Reason, but obviously we don't want to pick one of the brand new ones that we don't know, so we'll just pick Hidden Fortress. He's getting another frag in that yellow armor room. Dash going down soon after, Plasma to follow.
And see where he ends up. He ends up back in that room that is so important.
There you go, so many frags from Deuce. Dash eventually brings his run to an end. He's got a nice chunk of armor there. He's standing in such a bad position though, and there you go, he's going to get ambushed straight away. Why are you going up against a rail at long distance with a shotgun?
Who are we on at the moment?
Position? We're on Dibby now.
Okay.
Taking that mega health. Mega health totally negated though, and it goes down instantly. Now, Appleseed, full front line, in control of this yellow LG. There are still 2 power-ups to go actually, so
yeah,
there's plenty of time to come back. The difference isn't that great.
It's still possible, exactly. And are they finally going to value this LG room?
Yeah, Appleseed got to make it past Deuce's rail there, and Ziv behind him with the shotgun. Whitters that elf away. Wit managed to take him out. Look, 20 seconds. He's going to get a yellow armor here. He's taken the mega health. DDK, some important shotguns they could potentially be. Wit managed to shotgun his own teammate. All of his health and armor have gone away, and he goes down to Dibby. Whoa,
great shots by Dibby.
Snapshots with the shotgun. And he's going to take the quad, is he? Very nice, thank you very much, Reason Gaming. Another quad damage. Plasma going down. Red armor going to be with the quad carrier, is it? No!
Oh, unlucky.
Right, it's obvious he didn't quite have the time on it then, otherwise he would have just stayed still for another second, but quad goes down. And you have to say now, Vort, are very unlikely that Front are going to bring this back now.
Yeah, it's too much to do with one quad, really. They needed that quad just then. They needed it to get, you know, a lot of frags. It would take something ridiculous from here.
Tibby again, another powerful shotgun on Dash, sends him down low. He does pick up the 50. Such an unusual area these Front players are playing in, just open. Taking a lot of damage. Waiting on that red, trying to control red and rail, I think. There is a perception that is a raily map.
Well, you can use the rail to great effect on this map. It's usually done from, you know, within a safe area. It's a very hectic area, this red armor, and just using the rail in this area isn't really much of an advantage.
Back on Deuce again. 35 seconds till the final quad of the map. Reason closing in on the 200 frag score mark. And you'd have to say it's pretty much sewn up now. They will be Group 3 winners. But front do beg to differ. Again, a good couple of frags there. We've got 8 seconds till this final quad. Still technically possible to pull it back, although Juice gets the quad. Yeah, and that's that. So yeah, esportsheaven.net Full Tilt Poker Championship Group 3. Reason will win the group. Front will still qualify. Group runners up. Going to the playoffs. I think the winner will get, of the whole tournament, get something like €800, so a nice prize to receive.
Yeah, incentive to win for all these teams. Front will still have, obviously, they'll have a stronger opponent than they might have liked in the next round, but they're by no means out.
Excellent.
And you have to say, they're probably still one of the strongest teams in the tournament, in terms of individual skill at least.
I mean, considering how many power-ups Reason have had on this map, it's not an awful scoreline.
And there we go, time is up. Look at Deuce, 72 frags, 36 deaths, fewest deaths in the server, most frags. Just shows you the power of holding that location and getting the power-ups. 215, 187, that's 2-0 in maps. Well done, congratulations, Reason. So that concludes our coverage tonight. Thank you for tuning in. There'll be more IEM tomorrow. So 11 CET, so
Get up nice and early, don't miss anything.
yep. And well, good night.